My name is Jennifer Sun, and I teach 4th grade here at Sherwood Forest Elementary School in Bellevue. A culturally responsive library is one where students can see themselves reflected, but they can also peek into the lives of other kids. So definitely a place where you would be able to find reflections of your own identity, whether that's your culture or your language, being part of the LGBTQA+ community, all of those things that make students special.
I like it because it actually has Black people in it too, which is like a reflection to me too.
I like the library because on the shelf I can see like it's African Americans, Asians, and a bunch of other cultures.
I'm reading this book called The Undefeated. It's about how people of color made a difference in the world.
The joy of finding yourself in a book, the joy of seeing yourself represented, the joy of knowing that you are worthy of being in a story is something that every student should be able to experience. I also think kids should know that the world goes beyond what their own family is like. So the joy of finding out about someone else who's similar to you and also different should definitely be part of it. I think one reason why culturally responsive libraries are so important is because every student really deserves to feel like they belong in a community. And when we just look at the publishing industry, even as recently as 2019, I think there were more books published about trucks, animals, than there were where kids of color were centered as main characters. So if we were just to default and buy the easiest books that we could find, on the shelf, we probably would end up with a library that would just perpetuate that lack of representation. So it's really important for us as a district to be very intentional. So one student who particularly connected with a book was a student who noticed one day that a book we were reading was about a biracial kid. And he suddenly said, "Wait, I think that kid is just like me. I think he's white and Black on the inside." So that was really exciting. I don't think he had noticed that kind of representation in a book before, and he was so excited he didn't raise his hand, he just shouted it out. It was a very joyful moment. I would just like to thank the Bellevue Schools Foundation and everyone who donated generously to make these libraries possible. I think we are seeing a huge impact right now, but I truly believe that that impact will only grow and will be more significant as these kids grow up. That feeling of not belonging or belonging is something you carry with you the rest of your life. And I think the seeds that we're planting right now with these libraries is incredibly important.